This scenario of supply being lesser when compared to the demand is definitely helping the developers. If you look at the overall price trend from about 37 rupees, it started shooting up to 42, and we envisage that the next 6 months the rentals are again going to further shoot up to about 42 rupees. So that is going to show a 8% year-on-year improvement. So right now from 37 to 40, it's a 8% hike. By end of 2015, the 39 to 42 would again be a 8% hike. I want to so that is the scenario today. Absorbed into 4 categories. So if you actually look at the BFSI and manufacturing, it has never been all that visible in Hyderabad anyways. IT, which was actually a predominant sector all throughout in Hyderabad, is today sharing with other services. In other services, last 6 months in 2014 we had Deloitte. This time we had 300,000 taken by Care Hospital, 1.25 lakhs by Medicity. So that ways you have healthcare industries also who are identifying Hyderabad as a good location to actually settle into. So that is where you would see that the overall percentage of the 1.47 million that was absorbed, 48% is from the other services, 49% is from the IT ITS. Gachibowli actually capitalized on the lack of supply in high-tech city Madhapur. So in this slide, it would show you that SBD, where you have Madhapur, Raidurg, Kondapur, all of that factoring, has actually gone down to about 39%, and this is 41% when compared to last time, where 6 months back. So we are here comparing H1 to H1 2015, but H2 2014, this 39% was 95%. So we had about 95% of the space that was actually consumed in high-tech city alone, and just 4% in Gachibowli and Kokapet. So out here, we have about 41%. That is majorly because of lack of supply. That's where it's actually changed. And the good part is the CBD, which was kind of negligible 6 months back, is coming in. Majorly is because majority new supply which is coming in are SEZ oriented, or the buildings which are coming in SEZ in large campuses in high-tech city, whereas the demand for STPI is as high as the demand for SEZ. So that is where a Jubilee Hills, a Banjara Hills, a Panjagutta, a Begumpet is also getting preferred when compared to the rest of the zone. Supply scenario to be increased in the next 6 months? Yes, it is improving. But then the good part is we're talking about estimation of about 2.4 million that will get added by 2015 end. So in the next 6 months, about 2.4 million that will actually get added. But what is going to be absorbed is about 2.5. So it's very clear indication saying that there is a lot of demand, but because of lack of supply, the demand is not able to, the supply is not able to cater to the entire demand. Vacancy levels further dropping from 16.3 to 15.5%. Weighted average rental is going up from 40 to 42. That's our anticipation. One good part when I look at this screen is vacancy of Hyderabad is 16.3%, which is bad. But when you look at the vacancy of Chennai, Pune and Bangalore, they're equally bad. So like how I had mentioned 6 months back, the business of Hyderabad initially about 3-4 years back, the client would evaluate Hyderabad, would also evaluate a Bangalore, a Pune or a Chennai as a city to either go and expand there or here. But then today what is happening is if they are going to evaluate Hyderabad and Bangalore, they will understand the supply, the quality supply which is there in Hyderabad is in and around the same scenario in Bangalore. So that way the cost arbitration would allow Hyderabad to go and have its own rightful business. And the cost of real estate is much lesser when compared to cities like Pune and Bangalore. New completions, we are neck to neck. In Bangalore, the absorption is higher is because the supply is less. A lot of clients are getting into build to suits execution. So you have the large transactions of a million square feet, which is all getting signed for build to suit buildings that can come up. Rental wise, Hyderabad, like residential, even commercial, we're one of the most affordable cities when compared to other cities. This graph would show you how the rentals have actually gone up. It's predominantly because the supply is less and the demand is more. one bad news, the average size of office, which was about 24,000 square feet in the last 6 months, is now further falling down. In the first half of 2014 is now further falling down to 18,000, is because you don't have space. So that is where clients are either trying to refurbish, continue in the same office, or are taking smaller offices to take it as a temporary expansion, and then wait for a supply to come in the next year, year and a half too, and then further expand into the larger ones. So that's where when you actually look at a Bangalore, the average ticket size of, average office size that's been consumed is about 54,000 versus Hyderabad, which is 18,000, which is pretty low. Takeaways: residential launches not doing all that great. Demand has kind of stabilized over 7,000 units. Prices are likely to go up, but marginally. Office, the supply is about kind of just catering to the demand, but there's a lot more demand when compared to what the supply is. Prices are definitely going to shoot up. Thank you so much.